So, hello and welcome everyone to a new live stream. So, today is going to be a little bit different. Instead of playing a game, I'm going to watch and give you my first impressions of latest Capcom Resident Evil showcase featuring Resident Evil Requiem gameplay and story elements. So, let's begin. And by the way, this is first time I'm doing something like this. So, wish me luck. Here we go. Let's watch this.
In this showcase, we'll go over the latest information on Resident Evil Requiem, which will release next month on February 27. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay.
はい、出ないとは言ってないですね。いや、言ってないです。まあ実際あの時も話しましたけど、レオンでもうバチバチのホラーのステージをテストしてみたんですけど、やっぱりこんなレオンあんま見たくなくないっていう意見が大半だったっていうのは事実としてありますね。今回グレイスとレオンで全然違うゲームになってます。グレイスの方はその RE2 ですとかバイオ7もそうですね、ホラーに特化したゲーム体験になってまして、レオンの方はというとバイオ4に代表されるような緊張感はすごい高いんですけども、そこまでその恐怖に特化してない、アクションも楽しめるサバイバルホラー、レオンにふさわしい体験が作れてるんじゃないかなとは思ってて、グレースのホラーとそのレオンのアクション2つこう並べて遊ぶことで、今までのバイオハザードではないすごく感情の入れ幅が大きいゲームになってます。バイオハザードって緊張と弛緩のその差っていうのが一つ面白さだと思ってるんですけども、すごく緊張して静かなペースで進むグレースのゲームプレイと、もう発散してダイナミックに激しいアクションをする、そういうカタルシスのあるレオン、大きな意味でその緊張と弛緩っていう役割としてパートを最適に配置する、こういう意図で構成してますね。レオンとグレース2人とも主人公なんですけども、ストーリーとしては基本的には一つ、ストーリーの中でプレイヤーキャラがグレースになるパートがあって、またレオンがプレイするパートがあると、そういう構成になってますね。バイオ6の後のレオンの続きですけど、レオンはレクイエムの段階でも DSO のエージェントとして、バイオハザードテロと世界のね戦い続けてるってことになってます。彼はたくさんの悲劇を見てきた。おそらく彼今回過去一追い詰められることになると思うんで、その辺も注目してほしいなと思います。今回のゾンビは生前のその人の特徴っていうのを引き継いでいるゾンビがいます。例えばこの館の中で掃除係の人がいるんですけども、その人はゾンビになってもひたすらこう屋敷をきれいにしようとね掃除を続けてるんですよ。このようにいろんなこう生前の行動に執着するゾンビがいて、ゲームでは彼らの行動を観察して、うまくかわすのに利用したり倒すのに使うと、こういったことができるようになってます。レオンのゲームプレイは圧倒的な緊張感のある戦闘、RE4 から進化したサバイバルアクションになっています。トマホークという斧を装備しており、それによるパリができます。シューティングっていうのが中心になってくるので、さらに洗練されたガンプレイっていうところにも力を入れてますね。また V を狙って、敵に体術を決める、それから敵が持っていた武器を奪って利用する。どの敵をどの部位を撃つのか、またどうやって倒すのか、 ういった戦略を立てるのが面白さであり、それがうまくいった時にさらにカタルシスが倍増する、そういったゲームプレイになっています。グレースのゲームプレイは閉鎖空間の中を、投資弾薬脅威となる敵、その中をもう恐る恐る考えながら動くっていうような面白さだと思ってるんですけども、グレースでは敵を倒すべきか逃げるのか、そこの判断も非常に重要になってきています。なので、レクイエムではそのためのさまざまな手段を用意しています。それほど重火器いっぱい出てくるわけではないんですけども、一つこう象徴的な武器としてレクイエムっていうそのままタイトルを名を冠した武器が出てきます。この大口径の武器は弾数ほどないんですけど、こうぞという時にグレースを救ってくれる頼りになる武器になってます。実はクラフト要素も少しひねりを入れてまして、そのアンポルを作るためには感染したゾンビの血が必要になります。クラフトのリソースになる血っていうのを、つまり敵を倒すのにもまた意味があると、そういう意味でより RS スタイルのゲームを深めるような工夫っていうのは各所に入れてますね。
That's too effective.
A variety of gameplay options have also been added to this title. Players can switch between 2 camera perspectives, and these can be changed at any time during the game. Multiple difficulties are also available. New players can enjoy casual mode and use aim assist to take down zombies with more ease. But if you choose standard classic, ink ribbons will be needed to save the game when playing as Grace. This mode is recommended for those who enjoy a tense atmosphere.
今回、ポルシェさんとコラボレーションさせていただきまして、世界に1台しかない車を作っております。
Resident Evil and Porsche are two very iconic brands with so much heritage. It's one of those collaborations you're always dreaming of as a gaming fan working in this environment. Collaborations like this obviously don't spawn out of nowhere. For his adventures, Leon needed a car which represents his style, but also delivers when it comes to navigating him through, all of those dangerous moments he experiences in the game. What I really admire about the custom Resident Evil Cayenne Turbo GT is how the team stayed true to its characteristics by still ensuring it feels authentic in this world. It took a lot of expertise from different departments at Porsche and complex 3D printing to apply those customizations to the real car. It's going to look amazing in the game.
今回もう一つハミルトンさんと、コラボさせていただきまして、レオンとグレースそれぞれのキャラのイメージをモチーフとした時計をつけてます。
Two fantastic watch models which recreate those worn in the game in all the stunning details. The khaki-filled Autochrono and the Pan-Europe Automatic will be in limited edition, 2,000 pieces each, and will release alongside Resident Evil Requiem on February the 27th. Please stay tuned.
In addition to the base game, a deluxe edition featuring bonus content will also be available for purchase. Extra costumes for Grace and Leon, weapon skins, and screen filters will be included in this edition. Those who pre-order will receive an Apocalypse costume for Grace. Along with the platforms shown, the game will also be available on the cloud gaming service GeForce Now. This title is being developed in collaboration with NVIDIA, so a wide range of PC users can enjoy it.
It's such an honor to work on Resident Evil. The iconic series has been thrilling fans around the world for close to 30 years and has continued to raise the bar for innovation and technology with every single release. We've been working closely with Capcom on Resident Evil Requiem, helping shape the future of the franchise with path tracing for realistic graphics, and AI-powered NVIDIA DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation for incredibly fast performance. DLSS also makes Resident Evil Requiem more accessible across a wide range of PCs, extending the nightmare to more gamers. And with GeForce Now, gamers can experience Resident Evil Requiem at launch with the cutting-edge graphics and performance on nearly any device, streaming from powerful GeForce RTX servers in the cloud. I can't wait to unlock the mysteries of Raccoon City once again.
Not only that, 1/6 scale figures of our two protagonists will also be available for purchase. Grace and Leon's figures can be displayed separately or together as a set. And if you line them up with previous figures, both figures are scheduled for release this fall. An original design Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller will be released on the same day as the game. And as a series first, Amiibo will also be available. Please look forward to more information. On Resident Evil Requiem launch day, the gold editions of both Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, including all downloadable content, will be released on the Nintendo Switch 2. We'll also be celebrating 30 years of the series with special concerts. Relive the series' greatest moments with breathtaking orchestral performances. The first ticket lottery is open right now to Resident Evil ambassadors. Concerts are planned for not just Japan, but North America and Europe. More information on these will be released later.
これもねまだお伝えしたいんですけど、実はレオンにはある秘密があって、そことも関わってくる要素だったり、グレースのお母さんアリスタが殺された、そこにも関わる非常に重要なものになっているので、この辺のねその謎をプレイしてぜひ解き明かしていってもらえればなと思います。バイオハザードレクイエム、まだまだ言いたいこと本当にキリがないんで、発売まで引き続き注目していただければと思います。
Alright then, this is the end of the showcase. Now it's time to rewind it. So they have shown a lot of things about Resident Evil Requiem. So let's discuss them one by one. So first of all, they open with a joke. Let's go there, and where was it?
In this showcase, next month on February 27, let's take a look at some of the gameplay.
Yeah, this is right here.
はい、出ないとは言ってないですね。
Yeah. So they open with a joke about Leon is there or not in a game. So that came as a spoiler from PlayStation Leak, where accidentally PlayStation leaked the cover art of the game when some guy on the internet was trying to preload the game for his PS5, and then they dropped the Leon reveal trailer during the Game Awards 2025 in December. And actually this thing worked. I mean, it really worked. I don't know if you know this, that the Resident Evil Requiem has a 4 million wish list, not just wish list, pre-orders, I guess. That's wait a minute, I think wish list or pre-order, but that's a huge number, 4 million, and they're still going on, they're still going up. So it kind of worked in their favor. Also, here is the thing related to gameplay. So we are getting Grace and Leon in Requiem, and they have their own gameplay segments. So as you can see on screen, They're saying that the Grace parts are more similar to the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 7. And right now I'm playing both of them. I've just finished this Resident Evil 2 and I'm currently playing the Resident Evil 7 again on Madhouse difficulty. And I think this suits really well with the Grace characters. I mean, she's not the one with the experience of dealing with the biohazard outbreaks like Leon did. Like Leon has the experience. He has a vast experience under his belt. But given that she's a new, like Ethan Winter was or Leon was in 1998, this makes more sense. Her gameplay aligned with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 7's style. So, given that, I don't think she has any kind of a melee follow-up. Sorry, not melee. Melee follow-up like Leon does after stunning the enemies. Let's watch more. And here we are, Leon S. Kennedy. Back. Well, he's 51 years old in this one. God damn it, that's a lot of years. You know, and still moving like nothing hurts him. Look at that. Oh my god. This one is crazy. I mean, how can he move like that? The only explanation I am thinking of is because he's now a trained DSO agent with a lot of experience behind his back. And also he was infected with the Las Plagas during his adventures of Resident Evil 4. So I guess that has done something to his body, made it stronger, even though Las Plaga no longer there, but its effects are. Given that how tough those Ganados were. If you remember, if you have played the RE4 and RE4 remake, man, those Ganados were nightmare in remake. And look at this, the action. Look at that kick. Let me just get a backup where that kick was. Come on. Look at that. He just kicked him and pushed his head against the whatever that thing is. It's like a, I don't know, something that keeps the tray in, and boom. So that's going to be very, what we can say, aggressive combat for Leon. And I think that makes sense because here, as you can see, let me fast forward it. Yeah. So why Leon's combat is more like action oriented and has combination of a variety of weapons, and then there is melee combat. And I think he also, where is it? Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me go back up a bit. I think it was here somewhere around. I think I missed that part. Where you do that thing with the axe, I think it's somewhere here. After this kick. He's sharpening his axe. I don't know if that kind of adds repair. I don't think it's repair the axe, but it adds effectiveness more to it. Where is it? I have to see that. Wait a minute. Yep, it's here. See? Leon has a hatchet. He can use it to parry attacks. That's from Resident Evil 4. And dude, that actually, look at that. That sharpening thing actually adds more durability to it. Well, I don't know how that works. He's sharpening the hatchet and then durability is added there. Wow, that's something new. I will try that. I have the game in inventory. I pre-ordered it. Of course, I'm one of those 4 million guys. So, what I'm saying is that this combat looks like evolution of RE6 combat plus RE4 combat as well. So, what Capcom has achieved here is the most powerful combination of combat for Leon. That's what I think. This is going to be crazy. Playing as him, kicking ass of all the enemies there. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. Those combos are very, very fluid. Very fluid. And this is something new. You can use their weapons against them. That's something really new. But I'm pretty sure you cannot run with it. Like, just you got the chainsaw and you will like killing all the enemies in the game with that. I think that thing is going to have some limitations, like durability stuff, or it's going to run out of battery or fuel, whatever. I don't know, because they don't want you to exploit the whole game using the same weapon. It's kinda gonna get boring, in a long run. That's what I think. This is crazy. The way Capcom has designed this combat, man, this is really crazy. And this is also, I mean, you can shoot enemies at specific spots to bring them in a, what we can say, in a position to perform melee attacks, you know, the combos and stuff like that. This is again going to be very cool thing to do in a Resident Evil Requiem. I'm sure of it. I'm going to enjoy this one. And that's brutal. Now we are back to Grace. Scare ammo and 25. So, on the other hand, you are playing as a Grace. So this is nothing new. This is already, what we can say, Capcom has achieved it already. This kind of thing in Resident Evil Village, where you play as Ethan Winters, who has less experience and he has to conserve ammo, and that was more focused on survival horror than just action. Even though he had experience of surviving the Baker's incident, Baker's house and whatnot. And then you switch back to the Chris, who has more experience as a Resident Evil veteran. He can just punch the guys like he punched with the boulder in RE5. So this is actually crazy for to blend this kind of gameplay and bringing the balance in a whole game. They are right now saying that the 50% of the gameplay is going to be Grace and Leon shared between them. Each of them going to share the 50% of the length of the game. And this is something actually, what we can say, you have as a Grace, you have that deciding factor where you have to decide whether you want to fight or you want to choose the flight option, which adds another layer of tension and horror to the Grace's gameplay. I mean, her sections are looking more like a RE7 than RE2 to me in first person. Okay, this is something new. Caliber assault revolver has a limited ammo. I think this weapon is only for the emergencies. If you get, if there is a crowd of zombies and you wanna clear that section in few shots, so this gun can help you to get that. Look at this. Just look at this, how powerful this gun is. Even Grace know that. Yeah, I think she code about it. No, that was something else. Yeah, this is one more thing. They have created specialized injectors and you need to use infected's blood. So this is something new, totally new, unique feature they have introduced. Man, this is a lot gameplay elements in this one. I never seen RE going like this. In any RE game, I never seen these many mechanics in a single game. Oh, this is a red blood. We have full capacity. And then we can combine it. This is a new crafting system specifically for, I think this is only for Grace. And they are saying that this is more akin to Resident Evil 2 remake. I think this is about whole remake and the main game as well, the original 1998. Hemolytic injector. I don't know what that is, but wait. There is a description. I can read that. A special drug that destroys infected blood cells, prevents corpse from mutating, and can be used to stealthily take out the enemies. Wait a minute. What? What? Prevent corpses from mutating. Wait a minute. Are they bringing back the Crimson Heads, where you have to burn the zombies, otherwise they will come back as a stronger and faster zombies. They are only featured in a RE1 remake, I guess. Remake remastered. No, I'm not sure if they were in original one. But yeah, I have seen them. I have played the RE1 remake. I didn't like it. I'm not the guy who loves the original trilogy in terms of gameplay and camera setup. Yeah, that's on me. So this is the demo, how that hydrolytic injector is going to work. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Yeah, this is where she says that's too effective because she just one-shotted a zombie. Look at that mess that zombie has made. This is absolutely, I have no words, absolutely brutal to look at. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be very limited. So let's see when the game releases. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, sneaking behind the zombie and watching him go out like boom. And then there is a blood. I hope YouTube doesn't censor the video. I know they are going to. So we are halfway through the showcase, and I have a lot more to talk about. So this is it. So I mean, I was not very happy when Capcom said they are going first person with Resident Evil 7. I never liked that perspective. I'm a guy who prefer third person shooters than the first person one. But hear me out before you start criticizing me, which is fair. The first person my experience of playing RE7 is as a horror title was way better than playing other third person games. Now that I admit that, the thing is, RE7 give you a chance to get more up close and personal with a horror. You can experience the horror through the perspective of the protagonist himself, or in this case Grace, so herself. And this actually adds a layer of tension as well, because you can feel that the enemies, the bosses, they are coming directly at you. You can feel it. But in third person you have a very what we can say, very, you have view of all the direction, 360-degree view of all the directions. So that kind of takes a little bit tension out, because if there is a zombie gonna grab you from the sideways or from behind, there's a chance that you will see it and you will dodge it. But in first person, you're focusing on first zombie which is in front of you in your crosshair, and then there is second zombie coming out of your right side or left side or any other side, and that's it. You have to deal with those two zombies, and that kind of adds more tension to it. That's what I'm saying. So let's move on. Okay, so this is the controls of camera. So in options, you can change this in a real time. This is actually a bit, I'm going to focus on technical aspect of the RE engine. This is something really, really interesting. I haven't seen many games which can successfully do this without causing issues. The first person and third person real time, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, by the way, when you switch to the third person, the animations for the Grace are different, and for the first person, those animations are not there. So she's going to trip, fall down in a panic. That's amazing. That's really amazing. So let's move on. What's next we have? Oh, the difficulty part. These are some interesting options we have, like game modes, casual, standard modern, and standard classic. So what Capcom is saying is that a casual, where you can just enjoy the game, it has aim assist, See that? Which typically I'm not a fan of. Casual, I don't play games on casual. Now, here is the thing. This is interesting part. So, Capcom is trying to satisfy both the fan base, because there is a fan base who started playing games from the remake. Then there is a fan base who started playing games from, the days before the autosave was a thing, and you have to use ink ribbons, then typewriters, whatnot to save the game. So this is actually is like or we can say the hardcore difficulty or professional difficulty from remakes, where you do not have the liberty of autosave. You need ink ribbons to save the game, and that's going to add a lot more tension. Really, that kind of psychologically affects you. That gives you, a kind of feeling where if you're not confident enough, and there is a tough gameplay section where there is a chance that you're going to die, and that's going to play a role during your gameplay experience. Yeah, I have been through that while playing RE2 remake on hardcore and RE4 remake on professional. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. So don't give in to the fear and survive to save the game and save your progress and mental peace. Let's move on. Ingredient available 1. And I think this is it for now. No, there's more. Yeah, this is about the Porsche collaboration. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. This Porsche is designed for Resident Evil Requiem to suit the Leon style, to represent him, because he need a car to travel from wherever he is to the back to the Raccoon City. Raccoon City, sorry. And I think Porsche has done a great job on this one. But hear me out. There's one more thing. I don't know how much of that part is a cutscene and how much part of the gameplay is. Because Resident Evil 2, if you have seen the alpha footage of that game had a driving sequence where you have to drive from the petrol pump, the fuel gas station, whatever you call it in your country. We call it a petrol pump here in India. From there you had to drive to Raccoon City. Again, I said Raccoon City. Then that was the sequence. Then in a Resident Evil 7, you can drive the car during the first boss fight with Jack Baker in that garage sequence. So I don't know. I'm betting on 50% it's going to be a drive in a first person or third person. I don't know if that's going to be the camera type for this sequence. But let's hope there is a chunk of driving there, killing zombies using the Porsche. What model is that? GT? Taycan GT? Yeah, man, that car looks great. No lying. Hey, I also played the Motorfest. I know how Porsche look and feels when you drive it. By the way, he is just reading from the teleprompter. Yeah. And look at his eyes. That's funny, but that's how it is. Watchmaker Hamilton. All right, a new watch for both Grace and Leon. Well, cosplayers are going to have great time owning these ones. I wish I had one, but I don't have money to buy this one, and I'm pretty sure this one is not going to get released in India. And yeah, I think I have to import it if I have to buy it, and that's going to make it a lot expensive than already it is. It's releasing on the same day as the game releasing. Yup. What's next? Oh, this is the deluxe edition, which I have pre-ordered, so I'm gonna get all the stuff you can see on the screen here for free. I don't think it's for free. Look at that skin. But I'm actually excited for that Apocalypse skin. Apocalypse skin. I don't know if I said that right. Yeah, this one. I mean, this kind of looks badass on Grace. Look at that. It looks like Tomb Raider inspired, but wait, what kind of gun she's holding? Is that? Yeah, is that? I think it's a submachine gun, a sub pistol type, something like that. Which one the Claire uses in RE2 remake? Looks like a modern version of it. Look at the costume, man. This is great. This really looks great. The only thing is that expression is not matching with the preview of it. She looks more aggressive in that one, and this one she looks terrified, which is given that the storyline is and her character. So yeah, that's expected. And this is more about where the Resident Evil Requiem is releasing on. So there are few new things that Nintendo Switch 2 is getting the version of Requiem. Then Epic Store. This is the first time for any Resident Evil game to be there on Epic Store. And GeForce Now. Well, I don't have GeForce Now, nor I'm gonna own the game on Epic Store for. So that's something I'm not gonna discuss. I have the game on Steam. I'm not the guy with the consoles. But this is huge. It's releasing on every possible platform out there. So let's fast forward it. Yeah, so this showcase also includes snippets from NVIDIA showcase, which happened just few days earlier. They kind of show up the path tracing and DLSS options available. But this is actually on NVIDIA cards, exclusive things. I don't have NVIDIA card. I am the AMD guy for now, Team Red. I don't even have the FSR4, which is powered by the AI, so I'm going to play this on raw RTX of things, For now, I hope I get a new PC in future after the RAM prices goes down, but that's the discussion for another day. Let's move on. But game looks very cool. Very great in this one. Path tracing, ray tracing, they drastically alter the visuals of the game. The gameplay remains the same, by the way. Yeah, these are two statues, figurines, scalable figures, 1x6. They can be attached together. Wow, that's something new. And if you line them up with the previous figures, well, they haven't said what's going to happen if you line up them with the previous figures, so we have to find that out. Some YouTuber is going to upload the video. I'm gonna watch it. Okay. Original design Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. Oh shit, this looks cool. But I don't have a Switch 2. I mean, I have one at office, but that's not going to run Resident Evil Requiem. Oh, this is actually huge. I mean, Nintendo Switch gamers can enjoy the modern trilogy 7, 8, and 9. All three games on same day. So some of them are going to play like Resident Evil 7 first, then Resident Evil Village, then Resident Evil Requiem. They are in for a treat. I hope I also able to reach the end of the village by the time the Resident Evil Requiem drops. And both of them are gold editions, so all the DLCs and stuff. That's nice. I'm really surprised that Capcom was able to pull this. I mean, the only thing the Nintendo Switch had under the name of Resident Evil were the old games, and the new ones via Nintendo Cloud or something like that, where you stream the game using the cloud services on Nintendo Switch 1. Yeah, this is something new. New retail games which you can play natively on Nintendo Switch 2. Of course, they are not going to be as good as PS5 or Xbox Series X. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a bit close to the Xbox Series S experience. And the most of the AAA title that has released on Nintendo Switch 2, like Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows, I've seen those games, but those from Ubisoft, this is Capcom we are talking about, this is first time. So, I don't know. Maybe Capcom can pull it off. 30 FPS smooth experience with a little bit RTX added in Requiem. But given that you can turn it off, so maybe a 30 FPS without RTX experience. But nonetheless, you have a Resident Evil games, modern Resident Evil games on handheld for the first time to experience. That's a huge news. And also, there is a rumor that Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remakes are also on the way for Nintendo Switch 2. So let's see what future holds. Let's move on. What's next? 30th anniversary. There's going to be a special concert in Europe, Japan, America. Yeah, those of you who are going to experience these ones, you're in for a treat again. I hope they get the background of RE1, Symphony of Legacy, Resident Evil 30th anniversary concert. So what's Ellipse? Elpis? Ah, this is new virus. New Resident Evil, new virus. Wait a minute, what did he say? Let me just rewind it and see that. Oh, okay. Of course, we are going to unravel that mystery. There is still so much that I want to share about Resident Evil Requiem, so I hope you will stay tuned until the release. Of course, we are just a few more days away from Resident Evil Requiem. 27 February it is, but I'm gonna play it on 28. I think. Man, more they reveal about the game, more exciting it gets. The only thing I'm wondering about how they differentiated the sections, like 2 chapters for Grace, 2 chapters for Leon, then again you switch back to the Grace. What the heck? Wait, what? What? Let me go back. Oi, 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 oi. Is this the baby? Wait, is this the baby from Resident Evil Village where you have to escape from the that puppet house? Man, that looks similar. Look at that. It's even behaving like that, but it's not a baby given that the clothes on him looks like a lab coat or something like that, or inshirt. I don't know what exactly it is, but it looks like that, and it has hair. Look at this. I mean, you will not be able to see the cursor. I have turned that setting off in OBS. Look at this. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be terrifying. Seriously, is that Grace? Yeah, I think that's the Grace. Yeah. Whoa. Pre-order now. I have already ordered it. Oh, there's one more thing I missed. Wait a minute. Let me back up a bit. Not this. No, no, not this one. Oh yeah, this one. This is the part. So this is something new they have added. I mean, it's evolution of Ganados, I think. You know. So they're saying that this time there are zombies that retain the characteristics from when they were alive, and shown us the few example like this guy who is a butcher. Look at that. The custodian in the building. She's cleaning the floor. I mean, I have seen this one in a trailer. I mean, the glimpse of it, the previous trailers, that looked like the zombies are going haywire, you know, and they're going to attack you. But this, and this looks like more parasite, the parasite host type of relation. but I don't know if they are acting on their own or it's like the Gideon is controlling them, keeping them doing their business while infecting them one by one to keep them under his control. Something like not Salazar did with his villagers and Castellians and all his underlings. That's what I believe, but I may be wrong. This is something very different. But this is very interesting, you know. Look at that. He's cleaning the mirror aggressively. The one is walking. She's just walking, but and this guy there, I think he's butler or something like that. I don't know. So this behavior is going to add more to the gameplay, according to director. Sorry, according to director. Yeah. Man, this showcase revealed many things, and there are many questions I have on my mind. Like how this all going to come together. But that's why you should play the game. That's the thing. That should motivate you to play the game, to find out the mystery. Like he said in the end, unravel the mystery. I hope. Okay, so we are just about to end this. Let me see if I missed something. Two styles of gameplay we have already discussed. So let me jump back to the ending. Now let's end this. Requiem. Yeah, this is the best screen to discuss. So there are few rumors going on about Leon's fate in this game. So there are two things which are going to happen, and one of them is going to be the reality, which we as a fans have to accept. So given that, given the trailer footage based on that, Leon is infected with Elpis. That's something almost confirmed via the trailers. And okay, so this puts us in a two possible outcomes. The first thing is that the Leon may be gonna die. Okay, so I think he's going to die. That's one of the possibilities, but I'm 90% sure Capcom won't pull that off. Yeah, maybe let's say he's gonna get injured, or maybe we have to save him, like looking for the virus vaccine or something like that. Like we did with the Sherry in RE2 remake, where she was out infected, and then Claire went on the nest, look for the cure, and then Sherry was all right in the end. So that one of the possibility, he's infected and he's about the blink of death, and we are going to save him. And the second one is he's going to die. Yeah, he's going to save the Grace. Then he's simply gonna kick the bucket, which sounds lame, but if I'm saying this because in last game we saw Ethan Winters dying. They killed him off in just 2 games. But given that the weight of a fan base of a Leon is so much more, and let me show you something which is not. See here. This is a key part of the game, so we hope you'll play and try to unravel the mystery. And given that, this looks like before when the Leon was infected. Yeah, seems like that. So here is the thing. Well, my conclusion is that there is a chance, a 90% sure, Leon is gonna made out at the end of the game alive. Unscratched, maybe not, but he's gonna live. And that 10% chance, well, let's see. Time will only tell. But for now, this is what we have. A full showcase showing the gameplay elements, accessibility elements, rewards for deluxe edition figures, so a few more details about the Leon's Porsche vehicle. Then there is a Hamilton watch, everything. is right in front of you between these 12 minutes, 13 minutes almost showcase. And they said that they are going to reveal more. So I think the next one is the demo trailer. Yeah, Capcom said they will not drop a demo for this one. But I think and I believe if they want to pull more people to pull more gamers towards them to play the game for the first time, even they should drop a demo. They have done this for like since the Resident Evil 2 remake consistently. So I think and I believe they should drop the demo. It's worth a shot. Drop the demo, give us the gameplay to try on, because they already have demos like for Gamescom demo. Then there is another behind the scenes demo for creators and YouTubers, and for the I think there was a TV program where they shown off the glimpse of Grace's gameplay. That was the first time we have seen the gameplay on a television. Yeah, I'm talking too much. I know that I should just end it, but man, they should drop it sooner than later. Please, Capcom, do it. Anyways, this is it for now. Yeah, I've talked too much. I know some of the stuff maybe you find boring, but this is it. This is what I wanted to say, and I said it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you all on the next stream where I'm going to play the Resident Evil 3 remake with infinite ammo on Inferno difficulty. Until then, bye bye, take care, and good night.